Who really is Muse in Marvel's universe? Hey there, Marvel fans. Welcome back to your one-stop destination for all things Marvel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on any of our deep dives into the Marvel universe. Today, we're turning our spotlight onto one of the most mysterious and spine-chilling characters to emerge in recent Marvel history, Muse. For those who've been keeping up with the Daredevil comics, you might have caught a glimpse of this unsettling figure. But there's so much more lurking beneath the surface. Who is Muse? What's his deal? And why does he leave such a lasting impression on both readers and characters alike? In today's video, we're going to peel back the layers and explore the enigma that is Muse. So sit back, grab your favorite snack, and let's dive right in. The mysterious character of Muse. Alright, so who exactly is Muse? Muse made his chilling debut in Daredevil Vol. 5, number 11, and from the moment he appeared, he commanded attention. Picture this: a masked figure with haunting white eyes, a twisted smile, and a penchant for creating art that sends shivers down your spine. Muse is a serial killer and an artist, but not in the traditional sense. His canvases? The streets of New York. His medium? Well, let's just say it's not paint. What's truly captivating about Muse is the sheer mystery that surrounds him. We don't know his real name, his origins, or what drives him to commit such gruesome acts. And that's exactly what makes him so intriguing. The fact that Muse operates from the shadows, with his identity completely concealed, adds a layer of suspense and fear. He's not your typical villain with a grand plan for world domination. Instead, he's an unpredictable force of chaos, creating macabre masterpieces that challenge both the law and morality. When readers first encountered Muse, the immediate reaction was a mix of horror and fascination. Marvel managed to introduce a character who is both terrifying and oddly compelling. Origin story. Now let's talk about Muse's origin story, or rather, the lack thereof. Unlike many characters in Marvel Comics, Muse doesn't come with a neatly packaged backstory. There's no detailed account of a tragic past, no revealing flashbacks, and no known alias. This deliberate omission creates a sense of unease and curiosity. It's like trying to solve a puzzle with half the pieces missing. Speculations abound among fans about who Muse could really be. Some suggest he might be connected to other established characters, while others think he's a completely new entity. The mystery surrounding his origins adds depth to his character and keeps readers on the edge of their seats. One theory is that Muse could be an inhuman or a mutant, given his unusual abilities. We'll delve deeper into his powers soon, but it's worth noting that his talents seem almost superhuman. This opens up possibilities for connections to events like the Terrigen Mist spreading across Earth, or mutants emerging with strange abilities. What's also intriguing is how Muse seems to have an intimate understanding of the city's underbelly. He navigates through New York with ease, hinting at a possible background rooted in the streets. Could he be someone who has slipped through the cracks of society? Perhaps a former artist who lost his way? The lack of answers only fuels the speculation. By keeping his origin story shrouded in mystery, Marvel effectively makes Muse an unpredictable element in the narrative. This makes every encounter with Muse a suspenseful experience, heightening the overall impact of the story. Powers and abilities. So, what exactly can Muse do? Let's break down his powers and abilities, which are as mysterious as the man himself. Muse possesses a form of superhuman agility and strength, allowing him to perform feats that are beyond ordinary human capabilities. He's able to move swiftly and silently, often catching his opponents off guard. This makes him a formidable adversary, even for seasoned heroes like Daredevil. One of his most notable abilities is his heightened senses. Wait a minute, doesn't that sound familiar? That's right, much like Daredevil, Muse seems to have enhanced perception, enabling him to anticipate movements and react quickly during confrontations. This similarity has led some fans to wonder if there's a deeper connection between the two. But perhaps the most unsettling aspect of Muse's abilities is his apparent immunity to pain. During battles, he's taken hits that would incapacitate most people, yet he barely flinches. Additionally, Muse has a twisted form of creativity. He refers to his crimes as art, and in a disturbing way, he orchestrates them with meticulous detail. This suggests a high level of intelligence and planning, setting him apart from the average villain who relies solely on brute force. As for weaknesses, there aren't many that have been revealed. His anonymity works in his favor, as there's little information for heroes to exploit. However, his obsession with creating art could be seen as a flaw. It's a compulsion that drives him, and perhaps it's something that could be used against him in the future. Overall, Muse's combination of physical prowess, heightened senses, and twisted intellect make him a unique and formidable character in the Marvel Universe. Key storylines involving Muse. Now let's dive into some of the key storylines where Muse plays a central role. If you haven't read these yet, consider this your spoiler warning. Muse's primary storyline unfolds in the pages of Daredevil Vol. 5, particularly in the Supreme arc. The city of New York is grappling with the actions of a new serial killer who's leaving behind gruesome scenes that he deems art. His victims are both civilians and Inhumans, and his crime sends shockwaves through the city. In one chilling instance, Muse creates a massive mural using the blood and remains of his victims. This horrific display catches the attention of Daredevil, who is determined to bring Muse to justice. The confrontation between Muse and Daredevil is intense. Muse's actions also draw characters like Blindspot, Daredevil's protege. In a tragic turn of events, Muse blinds Blindspot, leaving him severely injured. Throughout these storylines, Muse challenges the heroes not just physically but morally. He forces them to confront the darker aspects of justice and the fine line between law and vigilantism. His crimes aren't just acts of violence. They're statements meant to provoke and unsettle the community. In another plot, Muse manipulates public perception by creating art that both condemns and celebrates heroes and villains alike. His influence extends beyond his immediate victims, affecting the broader narrative of the Marvel Universe during that time. Ultimately, Muse is captured, but not without leaving a lasting impact on the characters involved. Muse's storylines are a blend of psychological thriller and horror, adding a unique flavor to the Daredevil series. His presence elevates the narrative, providing complex challenges that go beyond the typical hero-villain dynamics. Allies and enemies. When it comes to allies, Muse is very much a lone wolf. He operates independently, driven by his own twisted sense of creativity. This solitary nature makes him unpredictable and difficult to track, as he doesn't rely on a network or associates who could betray him. His primary adversaries are Daredevil and Blindspot. Daredevil, the guardian of Hell's Kitchen, takes it upon himself to stop Muse's reign of terror. Their confrontations are intense battles of wits and wills. Muse sees Daredevil as both an obstacle and, intriguingly, as a muse for his own art. He taunts Daredevil, pushing him to question his own methods and morality. Blindspot, a young hero mentored by Daredevil, becomes directly entangled with Muse. Initially attempting to confront Muse on his own, Blindspot suffers a devastating defeat when Muse blinds him, stripping him of his sight. This heinous act escalates the conflict and adds a deeply personal vendetta to the mix. Muse doesn't seem to have any traditional enemies in the criminal underworld, which further isolates him. He's not interested in power or wealth, setting him apart from other villains who often have clear motivations. His only allegiance is to his art, and anyone who tries to interfere becomes a target. These interactions with heroes like Daredevil and Blindspot help to flesh out Muse's character. The confrontations force the heroes to adapt and confront their own limitations and ethics. Muse's enigmatic nature also means that he doesn't engage in typical villainous banter. He often speaks in poetic or cryptic phrases, adding to his eerie persona. Impact on the Marvel Universe. Muse may not be a household name like Loki or Thanos, but his impact on the Marvel Universe is significant, especially within the Daredevil series. His actions bring to light the complexities of justice, art, and morality, pushing characters and readers alike to ponder deep ethical questions. Thematically, Muse embodies chaos and anarchy. His art challenges societal norms and forces the community to confront uncomfortable truths. By targeting both humans and Inhumans, Muse exacerbates tensions between different groups within the city, reflecting real-world issues of division and prejudice. Muse's gruesome displays also put a spotlight on the limitations of law enforcement and the justice system. Heroes like Daredevil are compelled to operate outside the traditional boundaries to stop him. raising questions about vigilantism and where the line should be drawn. From a narrative standpoint, Muse's presence adds a darker, more psychological layer to the comics. His character brings horror elements into the superhero genre, providing a fresh and unsettling experience for readers. The reception to Muse has been largely positive among fans and critics. Many appreciate the depth and originality he brings to the table. His mysterious background and unpredictable nature make him a compelling villain who stands out from the typical archetypes. Critics have praised the storytelling and the way Muse challenges the protagonists, leading to meaningful character development. Theories and speculations. Now, let's dive into some of the popular theories and speculations surrounding Muse. The lack of a concrete backstory has led fans to craft their own ideas about who Muse really is and what his ultimate purpose might be. One prevalent theory is that Muse could be connected to the Inhumans, given that some of his victims are Inhumans, and considering his own possible abilities, fans speculate he might be Inhuman himself, possibly affected by Terrigenesis in an unusual way. This could explain his enhanced physical capabilities and his obsession with art and creation. Another theory suggests that Muse may have a personal connection to Daredevil or Blindspot. Some fans believe he could be someone from their past, perhaps a former acquaintance or relative who has taken a dark path. There's also speculation that Muse represents a manifestation of chaos in the Marvel Universe, possibly influenced by cosmic entities. His disregard for human life and societal norms aligns with the characteristics of agents of chaos seen in other storylines. Hints in the comics, like his cryptic dialogue and symbolic artistry, fuel these speculations. It's this level of engagement that makes Muse such a fascinating character. The door is wide open for Marvel writers to explore these theories and provide shocking revelations down the line. Future appearances and potential. So, what does the future hold for Muse? While he hasn't made frequent appearances since his initial storyline, the potential for his return is immense. Given his impact and the lingering mysteries, it's only a matter of time before Marvel brings him back into the spotlight. In upcoming comics, Muse could re-emerge as a central antagonist, perhaps with new motives or revealing more about his past. His interactions could expand beyond Daredevil to include other street-level heroes like Spider-Man or the Punisher, creating exciting new dynamics. There's also the possibility of Muse making the leap into other media. With the success of Marvel's Netflix series and the expansion of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, characters like Muse could bring a darker, grittier tone to the screen. Imagine a Daredevil series on Disney Plus featuring Muse as the main villain. Now that would be something. Fans are eager to see more of Muse, especially if it means uncovering the secrets behind his identity and powers. And there you have it, folks. Muse remains one of the most intriguing and mysterious characters in Marvel's universe. His chilling presence, enigmatic origins, and unsettling artistry make him a standout villain who leaves a lasting impression. The mystery surrounding Muse is part of what makes him so captivating. As readers, we're drawn into the unknown, eager to uncover the secrets he holds. What do you think? Do you have any theories about who Muse really is, or where he might appear next? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more Marvel deep dives. Until next time, keep exploring the Marvel Universe.